So hey guys, I have a ton of fragrances here. I know that they say when you start out your candle business, you should probably stick between 6 and 10. Well, I have 4 ounces that I'm actually going to go through, and I want to say there's probably 30 or so fragrances. Out of these 30 fragrances, I've probably made 4 candles directly from what was in the jar. One is actually my all-time favorite, and I'm probably going to keep it in my line because I just think it is absolutely amazing. So first I'm going to start out with Lilac from Candle Science. It is absolutely the best so far that I've ever found that smells just like lilac. It is strong, it is true to its scent, it's clean, it's just an all-around beautiful scent. So that one actually really needs no explanation. Lavender. I am not a lavender fan. I am a lilac fan. So this is also from Candle Science. Their fragrance says beautiful flowers enhancing natural aroma of lavender with notes of citrus. Quite sure I spelled the next word wrong, and eucalyptus. Anyway, I love to mix lavender with a number of different fragrances. So I love lavender and vanilla. It is my all-time favorite. Like, it is very soothing, relaxing. It is a perfect evening scent. This is one I would definitely recommend, and definitely try and mix it with some vanilla. Okay. So these are my empty ones. So these are ones I'm debating on whether I want to get more of. So Cedarwood Blanc, I'm going to kind of scroll up here and looks like I must have ran out of that one and didn't even put it on here. Oops. So you can totally smell cedar. It is absolutely amazing. It has a small amount of musk to it, but I think this one smells more true to the cedar wood than just the plain old cedar. And I love the smell of cedar. So this one I am definitely ordering in a bigger size. That's already 3 that I'm gonna continue to order. Tonka and Ode. All right. So this one I love. And the definition, also Candle Science. Tonka and Ode is a complex, modern fragrance with high-end appeal. Of course it is. The woody scent begins with top notes of amaretto and powder as it gives way to the heart of the tonka and balsam. Notes of rum. Let's see if I can figure out how to move this over. Rum, musk, and sweet Renaissance Ode makes the base for this intriguing fragrance. So if you guys don't know what Tonka is, oh my gosh, this one you can actually make a candle all by itself. It is amazing. Tonka is a bean from, I want to say from Brazil. It looks like a raisin. It's hard, and actually in the United States it's illegal to have them. But a lot of chefs will like shave off a little bit of the top of that tonka bean. I mean, like I said, it's hard as a rock. Like you probably break your teeth to try and bite into it. I actually have some here. I was gonna try and make my own essential oils from it, but needless to say, that didn't work. So anyway, the aroma of vanilla that you get from Tonka is absolutely amazing. So if you ever need that extra oomph of vanilla, I would suggest you try and buy Tonka. Anyway, on to the next. So we have Candle Science again, Red Ginger Saffron. So this one, I am gonna have to move it over. Zesty notes of lemon enhances a peppery ginger core. Saffron and amber base notes add warmth to this intriguing earth scent. Ginger, patchouli, cedarwood, essential oils reinforces ginger aroma. Okay. You can definitely smell the ginger. I have no idea what red or saffron smells like, but there is definitely ginger in here. This one I love to mix with other fragrances. I don't think I would actually make this as a candle by itself. I would say more cedar, or not cedar, more lemon, zest. That's what this kind of reminds me of. So, everyone has heard of blood orange. So let me scroll back up. So, you know when they say that you're only supposed to start out a candle business with like 6 to 10 fragrances? I have like 156. So I have been making candles for 6 years, and let me tell you, the one fun thing about making candles is buying fragrance. So don't ever tell them or let anyone else tell you that you cannot own more. I mean, what's the fun of making candles if you can't experiment? Okay, so let's go with blood orange. Full-bodied notes of bergamot and grapefruit. Full-bodied notes of bergamot and grapefruit fused with an herbal boutique. This fragrance is infused with natural essential oils, including bergamot. See, I smell orange in here. Maybe it is the grapefruit. And I don't smell much bergamot. But this one it's almost sweet. You know how when you smell a grapefruit, it's like it makes your mouth pucker? That's kind of what this one does. Okay, and this is in no order, I just want you to know. I'm just grabbing them out of this box. So, fig tree. Well, you know when you read these notes, when you're trying to buy a fragrance and they sound fantastic because you have to buy them. So this one, notes of green leaves, bamboo, moss, and a lush green quality that balances the nuance of patchouli and saffron. So, I remember the first time I smelled this and I was like, ugh. But I actually do like it. And this blood orange, I'm gonna try some. These two might actually work together if you added a little bit of Tonka. Let's try this. I know, I'm making this video a little longer. Oh yes. Oh yes. So we're gonna have to make note of that. So the Tonka. Okay. Blood orange and fig tree. I think those three are definitely a keeper. So anyone who wants to try that first, let me know. Okay, now we are gonna go to Mediterranean fig. You know, if you can't have, I think I have like 3 or 4 figs in here. So this fragrance opens up with top notes of green floral and green leaves that give way to the heart of fig and jasmine. Base notes light musk, moss balance out this floral accord. No, I do not like this one. It might be mixed with something, but oh, how would I say? Moss. Yeah, total smells like moss. I don't think you can ever make moss smell better unless you add bacon to it. Okay, let's do spiced honey and Tonka. And I just actually made a candle with these the other day and it turned out fantastic. Okay, spiced honey and Tonka is captivating smell of honey, spices, and tobacco leaves with smooth woody base, a hint of bergamot, and coriander gives way to the Tonka and amber. Hold on. Tonka bean adds, seriously, it gives way to the heart of tonka and balsam. Notes of rum, musk, sweet, rennet, can't pronounce that word, ode make up the base of this intriguing fragrance. And that is a lie because I totally screwed that up. So this one is spiced honey and tonka. I love this one. So spiced honey and tonka is a captivating blend of honey, spices, and tobacco leaves. With a smooth woody base, hints of bergamot and herbal coriander give way to honey and amber. The tonka bean adds the extra touch of vanilla to complement the bold honey. So, oh, I mean, you can smell the vanilla, you can smell the honey. I mean, this one is definitely a keeper. This is probably why they say you should only have 6 scents in your arsenal. I should light this candle. I just made this one last night, or 2 days ago. I called this one my Paris 1803. There's quite a few fragrances in here. Anyway, let's go to Orange Blossom. So, here we go. I'm gonna turn my computer a little bit. Okay. So this one says Orange Blossom has notes of, I really must be typing really fast when I do this. I apologize. Something petitgrain, if I even wrote that right, and bergamot. Middle notes of neroli and jasmine, and light sandalwood base. So this one is unique. It actually reminds me of roses. It's almost like an orange rose or I don't get a ton of the orange smell, but it does remind me of roses. You know, that huge floral scent that you usually smell. Okay, this one's sitting here, and this one has become my favorite. I am gonna buy this in a gallon bucket if I can. And actually, here's the candle I made. So I just kind of slowly started light and went darker. And so if you can see, it is called London Fog, and I love this one. So London Fog, this one is actually by Rustic Essentials. When I first smelled this, I fell in love. It's like one of those clean smells and almost like rain. Like, I think they nailed it when they did London Fog, because it's like after a great rain and it's all foggy and you go outside and you're just like, oh my god, it smells so good out here. This is it. They totally nailed it. So let's see what they said about London Fog. London is famous for its thick fogs, and this scent perfectly invokes those swirling mist and tangled gardens. Jasmine and ylang are entwined with its green citrus and punctuated by the ozone and the earthiness of thick moss. This does not smell like moss at all. This one, get this one. Absolutely amazing. I love it. So this one, when I first bought this, it's another Rustic Essential. I haven't used it yet, and it's actually one of my favorite smelling ones. And I don't know why I'm still waiting. It's like I'm saving it for a special occasion. So it's Calibrin, Bergamot, and Violet. I don't know if you can see that. So, oh my gosh, it's very soft smelling, and I wouldn't say that it's perfumey, but it kind of has that perfume. Don't tell me I don't have this one in here. Oh, here it is. A fabulous hidden treasure from the heart of Tuscany. This lavish floral heart pairs sweet bergamot and delicious violet with no perfume undertones. Yet, I swear I can smell And maybe that's what's missing from this, is you don't smell it, but you smell it. It's a fresh, gentle breeze from a lush Italian oasis. So I really want to try this one. I just haven't tried it yet. And actually I have 2 bottles of this one. Okay, so Candle Science, High Tide. Let's go here. There we go. So, notes of lemon, orange, and fresh ozone give away to the heart of this briny sea salt and a hint of jasmine. Powder and light musk balance the woodsy violet and cedar in the base. I mean, it's a good smell. It's a light smell. I can smell the jasmine. I can smell the orange and I can smell the lemon. But they complement each other very, very, very well in this. I must have only made 1 candle because I think I still have 3 ounces left in this one. So, this is from Flaming Candle. It's called Cuban Cigar. And I believe I've used about 1/4 of the bottle. I use this in, I want to say, my speakeasy. So sweet Tabasco and smoky spices illuminate a bright citrus top notes resting on the base of opulent wood and musk. Definitely a good mixer. I don't think I would actually remember my Tonka and Ode. I bet these 2 would be fantastic together. It's very cologne-y though, which is weird. I mean, this Tonka actually has a stronger scent than this Cuban cigar. I like them 2 together. That's another keeper. I might have to try those 2. Okay. Birthday cake. So this one is from Rustic Essentials, and as they ship them to you, it is by volume, not weight. So, sorry, it's by weight, not volume. So that's why I haven't used this one yet. So it looks like I've used it, but I haven't. Let's see, birthday cake. The true aroma of a white birthday cake with creamy swirling frosting. This is hands down the best cake we have ever smelled. Let's see if they're right. I'm getting a lot of vanilla, like your vanilla frosting. So if you ever run out of vanilla, you can use birthday cake. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Sorry, I keep looking at myself when I should be looking at the numbers. Okay, mint mojito. So this is another Candle Science. Cool, fresh, and invigorating. Our mint mojito fragrances is a true version of the classic mojito cocktail. This scent fuses notes of freshly muddled mint and tropical undertones of pineapple, lime, and rum. Oh, man. I smell the mint. Did it say it had mint? Yeah, muddled mint. I don't smell pineapple. I smell a lot of mint in here. Maybe mint and rum. It smells great. It is very, because of the mint probably, it is very refreshing. I haven't used this one yet. I'm going to, and I'm actually going to make a small candle. Like, I make these tiny little candles. Just a 4 ounce so that I can test them, or I give them to customers or friends just to see what they think of a lot of the scents before I make a ton of them. You know, because when we are ordering, it is actually nicer to order in bulk versus 4 ounces, because this 4 ounce bottle will either give me 4 16-ounce candles or 8 8-ounce candles. Pretty close. It's an easy way to do math if you are horrible at math. So this one's black currant and I can't even say that name. That's absolutely embarrassing, actually. Black. There we go. A complex tincture of currant black tea enhancing floral undertones. This fragrance is infused with natural essential oils including cedarwood and vetiver. And I wish I could tell you that I've used half this bottle already, but this is one that I love to mix with other fragrances. You will know, like this one, and actually, let's go back to my Tonka. The Tonka, your vanilla, anything. And actually, I want to say I mixed this with ginger. Did I have a ginger one? So here's a red saffron and ginger. They're both really strong. No. Well, this wasn't the ginger one, obviously. But I wonder if these two. This is spiced honey and tonka. This one actually really, the spiced honey and tonka actually mellows this black currant down quite a bit. I actually like them two together. Okay. So, Flaming Candle, Old World Christmas. I have like this much left in the bar. It is, oh my god, it is amazing. Like, do you know what it kind of reminds me of? Is those little candies that are like swirly, you know, those hard ones that are red, I don't know, like red and white, and they kind of went in like a little S shape. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Okay, so Old World. I don't have it on here. Shame on me. I bet I didn't put it on here because I only have a little bit and it's not Christmas time yet. So anyway, this actually has a little bit of spice. I can smell. It's like spiced orange, citrus, maybe a little bit of hint of a Christmas tree. I mean, I loved this one. This was actually one of my top sellers over the Christmas holiday. Okay, Firewood. This one is by Flaming Candle as well. So I only have this much left of Firewood. I don't think I have ever actually made a candle with just, you know, that smells like firewood. I have one in here that I've actually made by itself that kind of reminds me of it, but oh yeah. I love the smell of this. This fragrant melts notes of smoke and wood into a warm, unique clove, amber, sandalwood, and patchouli. This smells like your hair after you have sat by a fire. So, I mean, the smell is amazing. We love to smell that. Like, you can smell a fire from miles away. You know, that's what this smells like. So you can actually, if you want it in your home, you can mix it with patchouli. You can mix it with vanilla. I mean, vanilla, you can mix it with lavender, lilac, rose. I mean, there's no end to that one. Okay, so this is Candle Science, and this is Sandalwood. And I did not realize I actually had just a sandalwood candle. So I've only used, possibly, there's still this much left in the candle. Fragrance oil is earthy top notes mixed with a dark musk and woodsy undertones. So, and actually, now that I have that, there's my Tonka and Ode. I really need to buy this in a gallon bucket. I like them two together. I think the Tonka Ode might be too much. Let's do the honey in Tonka. I love Tonka. Yeah, sandalwood and spiced honey in Tonka. Oh my god, that's a winner right there. Okay, I know. Hopefully you're not getting bored. These are just my 4 ounces. Wait till I get to the other ones. Red Rose. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is Candle Science. And this is literally smells like a red rose. And you know when you go up to that candle and it's so soft and smooth and velvety, and then oh my god, I got roses. That's what this smells like. It is absolutely the best rose ever. This, and literally the description. Red rose captures the essence of a rose garden in the peak bloom. That is exactly what this thing is. So, okay. Mahogany Coconut. So this one is completely full. I have not used this one yet. So, a unique blend of rare mahogany layered with coconut, sandalwood, vanilla, and oak moss. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's the smell I couldn't figure out. It's coconut. We can't really smell the coconut, but now that you know that there's coconut in there, it's actually great. I can smell the sandalwood and vanilla. I mean, this one is actually very true. I like this one. I do. I think this one would actually be great by itself. So this is by Flaming Candle Mahogany Coconut. I might actually have to try that one on its own. Leather by Candle Science. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Spell here. Okay. This description, distinct, rich, and sensual, our leather fragrance oil embodies the warm and luxurious aroma of fine leathers. Notes: saffron, incense, leather, and amber. I don't get any of that. And I have used about this much of it because I know I mixed it. Well, maybe. Oh, again, maybe a little bit of leather. It's not really that overpowering leather. I'm not a big fan of this. I've tried to mix it with other candles, and I mean, obviously it's not super strong, but it just has blah. Like, there's really no scent to it. So I'm just not a big fan. Okay, so this is Rosemary Sage. Okay. This is a long description as well. Holy cow. Okay. Cooling eucalyptus and pine notes uplift fresh green florals of rosemary, wow. Okay. So this one is Rosemary Sage by Candle Science. Cooling eucalyptus and pine notes uplift fresh green florals and rosemary, while earthy sage and cedar lends this fragrance to an enticing woodsy base. And infused of fir needles, eucalyptus, cedar leaves, and essential oils reinforce the botanical beauty of this scent. This reminds me of balsam cedar, like your Christmas tree, your balsam. That's exactly what it reminds me of. I don't get a lot of the sage in here. So I grew up in Wyoming a lot of the time. Well, about 9 years of my life. I know what sage smells like, and I don't feel like I'm getting much sage. But I have another sage, so I'm gonna leave that one right here just so I can compare. No, I don't have. I have another rosemary. I have a rosemary mint, but I think it's in a bigger jar. Okay, so this is actually patchouli. And I did not realize that patchouli is like in everything. It's in your perfumes, it's in your lotions, sometimes it's in your skincare, it's in your candles. This is like the floral for your musks and your perfumes. Like this is probably one of the most popular products out there when it comes to scenting something to bring all the fragrances together, let's say. So patchouli lovers will love our blend of this earthy, musky, woody fragrance. Can be blended with other fragrances. Oh, it's awful. So I bought this only because a client of mine's like, I love patchouli. And I'm like, what? So I bought this and I made her a candle and it was okay. You can have it. Literally, I have this much left. I have already ordered another bottle. I actually ordered it from, I think, a different company, but I mix patchouli probably in 50% of my candles now. Okay, so this is Candle Science Hazelnut Coffee. And the heart of this fragrance is a medium roast coffee with luscious, so this one is hazelnut coffee. The heart of this fragrance is a medium roast coffee with a flourish of toasted honey nuts. Okay, sorry. This is hazelnut coffee. This is hazelnut coffee by Candle Science. The description: the heart of this fragrance is a medium roast coffee with a flourish of toasted hazelnut and just a hint of coconut. Base notes of cream, maple, vanilla add a creamy sweetness that enhances the rich, nutty coffee. So, oh my god, this smells like hazelnut coffee. I mean, to a T. All my coffee lovers, I can't keep this in stock fast enough. Very good. And Coffee House is another one that they absolutely love. Okay, smoked vanilla. I actually love this one. I only have like this much left in my bottle. It literally smells like a like a bonfire with vanilla. Like, take your firewood and just throw some vanilla in there. That's what this smells like. So the notes on this one: an intriguing rustic masculine scent that balances smoke and creamy vanilla notes of spice to tone down the sweetness generally found in vanilla-based fragrances. Well, they took every bit of that out. They probably shouldn't have done that. Not a huge fan of this one. I know I did add this for I added 1 ounce of this to my candles for my Paris 1800. So I did use that a little bit. Okay, brown sugar and fig. So this one is pretty full. I still have like that much left of that candle. But I want to say that I like it. Romantic and luxurious. Brown sugar and fig is a warm embrace of your senses. Top notes of ripe fig, caramelized sugar, and a touch of sea salt came through right away, while the deep brown sugar makes up the heart of this fragrance. It's just not doing it for me. Brown sugar, okay. You can smell fig. It's like fig and brown sugar. I don't like this. If I needed something like leather to tone it down, maybe I would use that one. So, we're dwindling down. Yay. Okay, so Dragon Blood. So this is by Candle Science. And of course, we all have to buy those weird named fragrances. So this one, Dragon's Blood fragrance, is a potent, heavy-bodied, sweet, spicy, and earthy notes that infuses cedarwood, orange clove, and patchouli. This reminds me of incense. Like when you're buying the sticks and you're like, let me smell this one. Oh, let me smell this one. And you're like, after a while, all the sticks smell the same because they're all like right next to each other. Yeah, that's what this one smells like. Anyway. Okay, Pineapple Sage by Candle Science. So, Pineapple Sage. This scent has a fresh cut pineapple top notes, while heart of green leaves, anisey, and palm adds depth. Earthy sage and sweet sugar is the base round in this versatile fruit fragrance. don't smell any aniseed. I do smell pineapple. Remember that sage we were talking about? See, this rosemary sage. I smelled this, then I went to smell this, and now all I can smell is sage. Whew, that's a lot of sage. Pineapple sage, it kind of reminds me of dirty socks. Not liking this one. Just, no. And I've used half a bottle of it, but I still have a candle that's been sitting in my shop over here for, I don't know, 6 months, and it hasn't sold. So, I mean, like, I've even offered it at 50% off, and people still won't take it. So, it'll be one of those candles I use when my lights go out, I suppose. Okay, Antique Sandalwood. This is another by Candle Science. And this, a woody, musky heart made from sustainable harvest sandalwood and cedarwood essentials, softened by warm amber and a touch of nutmeg and lemon. You know, I think I've made this candle on its own before, and it's very musky. It's very man scent, but I don't think it's strong enough on its own to create a awesome aroma when you light it. You walk into your room, you're like, oh my god, it smells so good. Absolutely not. No, like this one would be really good. Well, let's try it with this rosemary sage that's just sitting right here in front of me, shall we? No, that one doesn't work very well either. Should we try it with this one? Oh, here's patchouli. So this is the Antique Sandalwood and Patchouli. Oh god, no. Ugh. Spiced honey. I'm bound to find one. Oh, you can never go wrong with Tonka. Oh, anyway, yes. So your spiced honey Tonka and your antique sandalwood, them two definitely go well together. It's like sandalwood and vanilla, but with just a little bit of antique and a little bit of honey. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to Nature's Garden. Nature's Garden, Beautiful Babe. I haven't used this one yet. So, rich, romantic, and luxurious scent. This fragrance makes you feel beautiful. Delicate white and red roses. Let's see, a heady jasmine and spicy carnations. Seriously, spicy carnations. Have you ever smelled a flippin' spicy carnation? Wow. With juicy melon and ripe plum. It finishes off with a sensual and precious woods and warming amber. Spicy carnation. I just don't like it. I haven't used it yet, and I've had it probably a couple months, and there's a reason I don't like it, I suppose. Not a fan. And I really need to make it in a candle, because I'm quite sure we all know that once it mixes with soy wax, it actually changes a little bit, but anyway. Okay, vetiver, whatever you call it. Nature's Garden. I haven't used this one either. Vetiver fragrance is a sophisticated mix of citrus, musk, earthiness that creates an uplifting, soothing, and calming aroma. So, this one almost reminds me when you go into one of those bathrooms that has like a bunch of stalls and it smells really clean. It like Lysol, like Pine Sol. That's what this reminds me of. Pine Sol. Yeah, that reminds me of Pine Sol, just a little bit less piney. You know? Okay. I actually love this one. This is Nature's Garden's Coconut Lime Verbena. Okay. Coconut lime. A citrus boutique of lime, kumquat, grapefruit, lemon, and a soft floral of jasmine on a background of musk and sandalwood. So this one is definitely a standalone. It is, you can smell the coconut, you can smell the lime, but it's not. It's the coconut and the lime, they complement each other, so it's not like really limey or really coconutty. They like literally mesh very, very well together. Okay, this is Nature's Garden Apple Butter Caramel. I love this one. I think this is a one I like. I don't know if that's supposed to say Macintosh apple, steamed milk, pure sugar, caramel candy, toffee pudding, apple butter, fresh nutmeg, vanilla bean, and soft musk. So why would you put musk when you have all of this other stuff in here? Anyway, this apple butter, you can smell the apple, you can smell the caramel. I can't smell toffee, but it's not overpowering. Like, you know, you have your vanilla that's overpowering, or your birthday cake that's, this is very light. I actually really, really like this one. I haven't used a lot of it. I think I've only used it once. So this one, I think it's called Kudzu. I have not used this one yet either. So I bought a couple of these because I wanted to know what they smelled like. So Kudzu is a plant that's very popular in Japan. Kudzu is a unique aroma described as sweetened grapes with fresh green notes and floral undertones. And this one actually smells amazing. I have a feeling that this would be a good standalone. And I haven't used it yet, but I can smell, it's like apple and grapes. It's and greenery. You know, it is actually a fantastic smell. So I am definitely gonna try this as a standalone candle. Okay, we only have one left after this, I promise. Okay, Nature's Garden Aromatherapy Passion. So here we are. What? That can't be right. That says exactly the same thing as this one. What? Well, that's dumb. I must have copied and pasted on accident. Well, anyway, yeah. This one says the same thing as this one, so my bad. So let's just go through this. Aromatherapy Passion. No. So like, it's a very unique smell. Like, I can smell a lot of floral. It's like walking into one of those floral gardens and there's so many flowers and you don't know which one you're smelling. Like, it's just a cluster of all of them and you walk out with a headache. That's what this reminds me of. Probably mix that one with something else. Okay, so last but not least, Game On. And by the way, these are their 4 ounce. Obviously, you know, they're gonna weigh them a little different. So these said 100% liquid concentrated fragrance oil. I have a few of theirs and I really want to order more because I don't like a lot of the fragrances that I ordered. So I haven't really got to experience what they really do. So I actually really want to try a few more. So I might actually just order something that I really like lilac, you know, or vanilla. Something that I can actually smell and figure out if they are any better or worse than the other competition out there. So this is Game On. Woodsy scent, blending rich oak with sensual sandalwood and aromatic herbs for this contemporary man on the go. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I made this one as a standalone. I had to give them away at the end. Ugh. No, see, I'm not a fan of that one either. So anyway, these are my 4-ounce candles, or 4-ounce fragrances. So anyway, these are my 4-ounce fragrances. I have some that are 2-ounce, some that are 1-ounce, and a whole lot that are 16-ounce and 8-ounce. I have a lot of fragrances. So I figured I would just keep it simple and small for now and just let you guys kind of know what I like. I've been making candles for 6 years. I have done a lot of standalones, and I have learned how to mix my own fragrances. And trust me, not all fragrances come out good. For example, this candle right here. I made this one the other night, and I call it my Paris 1803 candle. So this one has, I don't even know if I can remember the notes in here. When I first made it, the next day I had a horrible headache because it was so strong, the scents together. I didn't have to make candles yesterday, so my door was shut. And when I actually went in there, today I smelled this candle, and it smelled amazing. And I actually sold a 16-ounce candle yesterday of this, and I only actually made one of them because this is a limited edition because I wanted to make sure I liked it first, you know. And she said she absolutely loved it. So you can actually create your own brands, but just remember, make sure you write your recipe down. I have my recipes in this phone under my notes, and let me tell you, my phone didn't work today. I couldn't turn it off, I couldn't turn it on, and I was not about to wipe it. I was freaking out because all my notes for my candles are on here. So I went in, and thank goodness she was able to power it off, and it came back on. And so now I have all my notes off of there. I send them to my email. So I've had my email address for 20 years. So I know if I need to find something, I put it in a special folder in my email where I'm not going to lose it. Anyway, so hopefully next week I will get another video out with other fragrances so that you can, well, I don't know. I like watching people and their opinions of fragrances. The one thing I have noticed is a lot of my clients will buy fragrances that I don't like, but I make them because, you know, everybody has a different opinion or view on fragrance, and it's amazing how a scent can remind you of something. Anyway, I love making candles and finding out why people love it. And some of my favorite, like I love blueberry. A lot of people cannot stand blueberry. I love blueberry. Anyway, so I'm going to stop rambling and let you go, but I will see you guys later. All right,